We're back, and we're still trying to upgrade characters. So it's the robe. We're gonna go for the robe to unlock this guy, evolve the Mirage robe, and we're gonna go for 100,000 enemies in a single run with Menya. I think we can get away with that by cheesing out endless mode. And what else do we have left? A space between spaces, the culmination of something, or simply another beginning. Tag your it. Mad Force, L80, Daring. Do we have another 31-minute one? Probably not. Oh, we probably have an inverse one, yeah. Level 80 inverse. Mad Forest. I don't know if I could survive that long. You can always try. Inverse Mad Forest. Wait, yeah. Okay, inverse Mad Forest. Alright, here we go. That makes it a little bit harder though. Inverse, wait. Menya. Mad Forest. Inverse. Endless. Limit Break. Yeah, I think I need Limit Break to make it easier. Arcana, Hyper, and No Hurry. Random level up? What does that mean? What does that mean? Random level up. That could be bad. Does it give me random stuff? Let's try to see what happens. It could be sabotage. If it's a sabotage, then I'll have to stop and restart. Here we go. We'll start with the magic wand triple tap. This right here. This is projected weapons gain +3 bounces. What I should do. Let's think about this. So we have the magic wand. We have the boomerang, the cross. Yeah, magic wand and cross might be useful here. Okay, magic wand and cross, that means we're going with the red book. The cross is clover. Robe. And the robe goes with the attract orb. We also do the candle. And that one goes with the bubbles. Whatever it's called. And want to get the crown, and that one goes with pentagram. Okay, that's 5. Should do the gun. Let's put the cross on the back, the lights, and go with gun. Guns, and we'll do 2 guns first, and the guns will evolve with Cirrus or something. Let's see if that's it. I have set up my build. Let's start that week. Doing anything. Let's miss, of course. Is that it? For the record, level. Oh, it's random. Yeah, like I said, it gave me the gun. Even though the gun is correct, it is not going to be good for a long time. I'll be stuck with no combos and not getting my quest done. So we're restarting. Mania, Mad Forest, and without random leveling up. Here we go. Oh, I missed. None of those? You're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. The crown? Oh, I guess we got the crown. Shh. Too early, though. None of those. Reroll. None of those. Reroll. Kidding me! Oh, the guns. Yes. Finally, we got something. Not very good. One of the guns. Pick up. Bad guys with the Tucker. Another bad roll. There he is. Base area 100% or one more projectile. Tough call, tough call. These are embarrassing. Base area 50%. Alright, hit hard. Tergisu. Tergisu, that's good. That was not really good. That hard hit. Ground, of course. Level up faster. Long-term plan. Kind of. More area. Sure. Candle. Candle. Then it can bleed. Yay. Candle. Four seasons. Got 4 bubbles. Or the base here. Now it's base area 50% go down. Oh, the robe. Yes. Robe. Got 4. 4-3. Tough choice. I think Crown is better. We're at 47% growth. Last round? Last round. Next down. Magic wand or the magic wand upgrade. probably need to do the candle. Because we have 4 candles open. Yeah, candle. One more candle for us. Close to it. Okay, one more candle. Tough choice. Now a lot of what book? The Clover, Attract Orb, and another deck. Candle will do it. So will the other one. So will the magic one. No, we'll do the magic one. Fuck that. Oh, what? Didn't work. What? Oh gosh. Why not? Why didn't we? Okay. I do have the blue on that thing. Oh, we didn't do it. Maybe I have to change that for next time. Big giant red bats with no wood. Get one more candle. We'll see what and then upgrade the bubble thing. So I might need to get all the reds. Candle is for the bubble, the red book is for the next one. missing the red orb. Definitely cool. Tractor. And Clover is next. Clover and okay. Bubble magic gems for pick. Plus one area every level. Yes. Got all 6 on the bottom. Just need the gun. Ross and later stayed pent up with left after I did the first job. Yes, the one was because it had all red. Oh, no? Oh. Why did the red? Why did the magic come up? They actually got triple balance too. The magic wand and the boomerang cross has triple balance. Nothing ridiculous. Oh, the blue gun. I finally got it. Now we're set. Don't want to do, I want to do the gun. That was 3 of the spots for the magic gun is ultimately easy. Only we can have a box. Whoa, what happened? Ooh, what is that? Ooh, the rope. Project moving confuse enemies. Okay. Let's see. Got it. This is 100,000 people. Oh, the blood and the bleeding. Yeah, I don't think so. Not that nice. Let's create a line of stem. Let's freeze into the place. Take a break. TV is coming on finally. Easy. Alright, hopefully I don't die while I'm busy playing, watching TV. What are we gonna watch today? I would watch normal TV, but I don't think I can play Netflix on YouTube and get away with it. Oh, what's going on here?
So, Helldivers has fired the Discord community manager Spitz, who inflamed the community with his flip defenses of PlayStation Network, which he later walked back. And he cites asking players to do negative reviews as the reason.
Context. This is why people initially hated him.
But if it's a deal breaker to have to take 120 seconds out of your day to enter an email and a password to change your Steam review and make your displeasure known on a platform that matters. This will kill Helldivers 2, backpedal, or lose your player base, and then the community manager says, I thought you were refunding and leaving.
And then the redemption.
Players making their displeasure known through reviews, refunds, etc. This gives us more Bro, there's no way that you can say this. There's no way you can say downvote the game so Sony lets us do what we want. Oh my god, you guys are about to get cooked. Guys, I called, yeah, I did. You can't tell people to review bomb the game. He took a massive risk, but it cost him his job. This is what he said. I appreciate all the support, and I appreciate even more that everyone can play the game again without restrictions. I knew I was taking a risk with what I said about refunding and changing reviews. I stand by it. It was my job to represent the...
That's one good developer right there. He actually did the right thing, but cost him his job. The price of being good in this world. Did I just die? Holy smokes. Holy smokies. I didn't even pay attention to what I was doing. Totally not bad. Oh, what's going on here? Oh no. Getting weird. Cannot move. Is it not going to let me upgrade any more stuff? I'm kind of worried. Because last time it wouldn't let me upgrade. And I took a death. Let's ban some stuff. Banish, let's say Rune Tracer. Aha, can I do that? Not yet. Oh, I can. Yeah, with Clover. Yeesh. Sword. sword shell. Do I have anything else? Yeah, I just can't see anything. There's so much crap out here blocking my view. I can't even see what the beauties are. Okay. Coin. Whoa, there's a chicken down there. Dangerous death zombie stuff. I think I did. Oh, there's one orb on the bottom. There it is. Got it. Yeah, everything comes to me. There's nothing. You're not giving me any XP. The XP is not dropping me now. It's fine, started. Here we go. Back to the video, folks. I almost lost this run, but I'm still alive.
Community, and that's what I did. Taking the rest of the day off, not feeling super well. Love you all. The Twitter comments are cooking him. The reason why the Twitter comments are cooking him is because Mark Kern has been on a war against another community manager, and people in the comments probably think that it's the same community manager that said that Mark Kern was a rapist or had sexually assaulted people. But if anybody actually paid attention, they'd know that these are two different people.
To be fair, Mark Kern specified that most of the blame should be put on the lead CM Baskin, who even though she knew about the upcoming account leaking, did nothing to prepare her team to manage the situation.
Yeah, it was dumb for him to have said that. And then he realized that after he looked into it more, and he apologized. Spitz played a very pivotal role by explicitly saying that giving negative reviews and...
What really pisses me off is that when a developer is transparent and tells everybody what's going on, and honest, he gets fired. If a developer is a liar and scams, they don't get fired. Weird.
Shitting on the game will give them more leverage against Sony. He said what, as far as I know, nobody ever has said about any game in terms of their relationship with the publisher, ever. And he risked this job for that. I think we should respect that. And he wasn't an idiot for saying what he originally said, but I think he made up for it and more. Respect it, yes.
Woohoo! What a deal. Got another drop box. I need to get that pentagram. Let's banish another one. Could I reroll? Probably. But I'm banishing the sword. Nope, did not get it. Let's banish the kitty cats. Ah, there it is. We won. Got what we came for. I freaking can't see where I'm going. Don't delete it. Please don't. Did I delete it? I probably did delete it. Most likely I deleted that. My bad. I deleted the treasure chest. I cannot believe I did that. Trying to see this orb. There it is, I see it. It's in the top left corner. Whoa, we're going crazy now. Oh wait, I don't want to delete the orb. Wait. Wait till it deletes and then I'll move. No, there's a treasure chest right there. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Whoa. Are you maxed out? One more. Oh no. Now we're maxed out? We are maxed out. Yeah, I can't even see it on the map. It's here somewhere. There it is. Evolved. It has evolved. Everything has evolved. We are now in Alpha Omega Zone. Alpha Omega Land. Just suck up all of XP's. Only thing that can kill me now is a boss, probably. Ooh, let's randomize that. Now we're good. Don't even have to watch it now except for just every now and then the boss. The goal here is to get 100,000 kills, and then we can end it with achievements. Exceed the race. Do I want to get that? Not really. Yeah. It'll bug me if I don't. What do we got here? Divine Bloodline. Uh-huh. Let's reroll. Freezing enemies. 3 bounces for those items. Which I do have the gun. No, I don't have those guns. Explosions. I don't think I have any of those weapons. Nope. And nope, I do not have that. It's probably going to be a skip. Unless I want to freeze them. I don't even have the blue one. Do I want to freeze them with the wand? Probably not. Skip. That was pretty sad. Did not get. Oh my gosh, there's so much junk here. Picking up some more junk. Oh, take some damage. Don't need both of them. These guys are getting closer. They're not gonna get to me. Okay. Whew. Nothing interesting except for Disney Star Wars, which I really don't care that much because I gave up on them a long time ago. Lamar versus Drake beef. Wow.
Have you kept up with the Kendrick and Drake beef? Yeah, I'll give my take on it.
Context. Kendrick Lamar and Drake have had a long-standing rivalry, and in the past week this materialized in an insane back and forth, not only because of the accusations in each song, but because once Drake released his response to the initial diss track, Kendrick had a response out within literally an hour.
Okay. Drake is like, I would say like 5x more popular than Kendrick Lamar. I like Kendrick Lamar better. I've listened to more of his music. Good.
To be fair, I don't know any of those people, and I don't listen to their music, so I'm an outsider. I'm just listening to ghetto people or low IQ people whine at each other. It's just entertainment as these kids fight.
Kid Mad City, I have listened to that album in totality more than I have listened to every other Drake song put together. Kendrick destroyed it. Yeah, in terms of like texture, vibe, and substance, I think Kendrick Lamar clears by a mile. If Kendrick blew up because of Drake, I'm gonna be honest, I think Kendrick blew up because of Kendrick. I feel like a lot of people that blow up because of somebody else, like that person gave them a head start, but it's not like they made their career. Why is Drake more popular? Because he appeals to a much wider audience, whereas like Kendrick Lamar, I think has like a much more narrow but deep audience, if that makes sense. So it's like the difference between Diablo 4 and Path of Exile, where like Diablo 4 appeals to way more people, but Path of Exile does what Diablo 4 does way better for the group of people that are like more invested into it. And Drake music is so boring. I don't think Drake music is boring, I think it's commercial. And then you'll probably respond and say, what's the difference? And I think that's fair. I mean, there it is, right? And kissing a 17-year-old is mad weird. Listen, I'm not gonna get into any of that stuff. Like, that shit's weird. The Drake pedo stuff, I'm gonna be honest, guys. That's nuts. Like, what the fuck? It's even something I don't even like talking about because, like, I don't even want to talk about the premise. I think that Drake, to be fair, Drake does have a lot of side-eye situations, doesn't he? I think he does. I think he does. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. But that's my opinion.
Oh, what the heck? Huh. Look at all this stuff. What could I do? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Bracelet could upgrade. Armadillo? That give me a side. This goes with the black heart. The knife goes with, the axe goes with the, I mean, if only I knew. Huh. I'm wondering, maybe I get the phaser, because if I upgrade the phaser, it might unlock something. But I don't know what goes with the phaser. Get back over there. Oh, there's so much stuff here. Alright. Gross. YouTube has too much gross stuff.
The Poway Unified Superintendent is out of a job after being accused of bullying and threatening students.
After meeting in a closed-door session, school board...
To be fair, this is how I feel about all liberals. They always bully and threaten people. And the threat is that they'll fine you, send you to prison, if you don't say the right pronouns, or they punish you somehow. And they have done it to me in the courts. They'll do things that's not on the law. They'll say because you are doing child abuse by not using the correct pronouns. No, because you're not using the correct pronouns, it was child abuse, and then they will fine you in the courts for child abuse. But it won't be because of using the correct pronouns. And I think that's BS. That should not ever be a thing. And stuff like that is going to cause people to start bombing courthouses and bombing schools and stuff like that. And if you ask the people that are doing the bad things, they probably say that's why, because they're getting oppressed by the law.
Members for the Poway Unified School District have voted to unanimously terminate Superintendent Marianne Phelps. You can see her picture has already been taken off this wall.
The board has lost all confidence and trust in Dr. Phelps' ability to continue to serve as superintendent.
So this superintendent was fired from her job because she threatened to punish students because they didn't clap loud enough for her daughter. I am not making this up.
They're being rude.
This is Marianne Phelps. She's the superintendent for a school district in California. Now, because Marianne lives in a district, her daughter also goes to the local school. Now, along with her education, her daughter is on the softball team. Now, at the end of the year, they have an award ceremony for the softball team. Now, the superintendent's daughter was...
It was probably because she has so much privilege the people didn't want to clap for her because they were so upset about how trash and lazy she is. She gets everything handed to her in a silver spoon. That's probably the majority of what the angst is all about. And they prove it to you right here in the court case.
Honored at that event. Here is what happened.
This is video of the banquet provided to KPBS by the plaintiff's attorney. It shows the lead-up to the Most Valuable Player Award for the Del Norte High School girls softball team being given to Superintendent Phelps' daughter, who will not named. The applause, or lack of it, is at the crux of the matter.
Now, as you see, everyone clapped, but Phelps was upset because she said the claps weren't loud enough.
Says the problem started later in the evening of the banquet. These are texts, Doe says the superintendent sent her, asking to talk. There is another screenshot showing the two did talk for more than half an hour. Reedy says Phelps accused Doe and her friends on the softball team of not clapping loud enough when her daughter received...
Not clapping loud enough. Well, guess what? I just upgraded my laser gun, and I got lucky because I didn't know what the accessory was, and it turned out to be a red book. I got super lucky. Ching! That's crazy luck. Crazy luck. Oh my gosh. The laser's going down here.
The Most Valuable Player Award. Though Doe subsequently...
For the record, I'm not looking at the lasers, I'm looking at the TV screen. So that you guys know I'm not blinding my eyes staring at this light show. I don't recommend staring at this light show for a very long time. It's probably burning your eyeballs out. Your sockets will be off. Burnt.
The lawsuit says Phelps
sunburned to hell
personnel to investigate the incident as a case of bullying. The lawsuit says Doe and her family were told they needed to sign a statement acknowledging the attempt to bully Phelps' daughter. They didn't. That's when they say the investigation began.
Now really think about what's going on here. It's not like they didn't clap. They clapped for her daughter. It's that the superintendent didn't believe they clapped loud enough. And because they didn't clap loud enough, she's investigating it as an instance of bullying.
After that, the lawsuit says Phelps intimidated Doe and other softball players. It says...
See, when the people in charge are freaking lunatics, Democrats, or liberals, this is what always happens. This is insane.
She retaliated by harassing and threatening Doe. It says Phelps' ultimate goal was to prevent Doe.
It's like either you get white racist Republicans or you get crazy liberal, bigoted, whatever crazy people.
From competing against her daughter to be a pitcher on the team.
There's bad guys on both sides no matter how you look at it. It's just the leftists are a little bit more worse because you can't fight back against it because apparently if you accuse them of anything you get destroyed and nobody backs you.
So
at least if the Republicans were bad, you have at least more than half the population to support you at least. Most of the Republicans will support you if there was a racist person to prove it. If you did something leftist and they even proved that Asians were being discriminated against in college, and they proved in the Supreme Court, and they still don't support Asians. That's BS that I'm calling leftists on. Because they could be blatantly racist, proven in court, proven in the Supreme Court, and they still double down and keep doing it. That is systematic racism. The Supreme Court should destroy them for whatever they want. But they will do the white supremacists first.
Students stood up for themselves. They went to the next board meeting and told the board what the superintendent was doing and the way she was doing it. Here's what the students said.
She used her power and influence to bully our students and essentially break up our softball program at Del Norte. I think it's finally time we ask ourselves, who's the real bully in this situation?
I and four other coaches were at the softball banquet where this was ever started. We never contacted about the so-called incident. If I or any of my fellow coaches would have violated this code of conduct and ethics, we would have been dismissed completely from our coaching position.
Now, the superintendent wasn't going to just take this sit down. She got on camera and said she did absolutely nothing wrong, and all this is just nonsense.
So what he did is didn't reach out to students after midnight or around midnight with claims of bullying. I did not.
So, as you just heard, the superintendent denied reaching out to students late at night. Of course not, she didn't do that. But we have text messages from the superintendent to students that show the exact opposite.
The lawsuit includes screenshots of what appears to be Dr. Phelps texting up there near midnight after the banquet. Another screenshot of the plaintiff's call screen appears to show a 30-minute conversation between them ending at midnight. It also includes other texts seemingly from Dr. Phelps accusing one student of lying, then telling her she would follow up later from an administrative standpoint. The student was ultimately barred from all extracurricular activities for the 2023-2024 school year.
She made life hell for 10 seniors, threatening to bar them from their own graduation if they didn't admit that they did something they didn't do.
Earlier this year, one of the softball coaches said he was concerned about being fired.
The other coaches stood up to this. He hasn't, in fact. And so I'm in the same predicament. I think the same thing is going to happen.
The players and parents repeatedly brought their concerns to the Poway Unified School Board and made their voices heard at board meetings, but claimed for months nothing was done.
So the superintendent went on the offensive and denied all these accusations, and even had her daughter testify in front of the board to tell people what really happened.
I never talked to any student about making threats about them not graduating. All of those accusations are completely false and contradictory.
Phelps' daughter Jessica fought back tears to defend her. She says the softball program is the issue.
Person with all the powers wanting that word.
So the school board hired someone to investigate all of these claims because people just went and let it go. And after that investigation was completed, the board made a decision.
After meeting in a closed-door session, school board members for the Poway Unified School District have voted to unanimously...
I can't see where I'm at. It's too bright. Where's the road at? Where's the path at? I can't see anything. There's my cross I'm supposed to stand on, right here. Yeesh. I still haven't even got... I'm not even halfway to 100K. Yeesh.
Terminate Superintendent Marian Phelps. You can see her picture has already been taken off this wall.
The board has lost all confidence and trust in Dr. Phelps' ability to continue to serve as superintendent.
Phelps was initially placed on paid administrative leave in February, connected to the controversy students have nicknamed Clappergate. Last November, Superintendent Phelps was accused of bullying members of the Del Norte softball team. The team was investigated for bullying, but parents say Phelps was behind the investigation. They claim it came after Phelps felt her daughter didn't get enough applause at the team's softball banquet. One of the players filed a lawsuit against Phelps, also naming the district and other employees, claiming the investigation was biased and resulted in banning the player from playing her senior year.
The board said an investigation uncovered evidence that, quote, contradicted Dr. Phelps' statements to the district in public. Findings that ultimately led to her firing nearly a year after the scandal erupted.
It should not take a year with the knowledge that they had. There was just so much evidence from the start to show that this person should not be in this position of power.
I hope that today's events empowers the students within the district and empowers their families to have the confidence to stand up for what's right.
A valuable lesson that parents and some educators say came at the expense of students.
Now really think about how crazy this story is. This woman was on such a major power trip that the amount of applause that her daughter was getting for being the most valuable player in softball wasn't enough. So she had to threaten students, call them at midnight, fire coaches. She literally suspended a student from playing in their senior year, all because they didn't clap loud. And then on top of it, this woman who has a PhD, who's a doctor, then lied publicly and to the board saying that it never happened, even though there were text messages and phone calls and everything that you can verify easily. Hell, she fired the softball coach. Now, just so you guys understand, the student is still...
She fired the softball coach? That's terrible. That's freaking iron grip. Oof. Damn, destroys it.
Suing the board and still suing this woman because I think rightfully so she was wrong. Her opportunity to play softball in her senior year was taken away because this woman wanted her daughter to get more athletes, to be fawned over more. And the one thing that upsets me about these stories is that it's the taxpayers who are going to have to flip the bill.
You know what would be funny? She could have been... It would have been funny if they put transgenders to replace them, and she tried to sue the school, and you know what the liberals would do? Pound sand. All the men can play as females now. Pound sand. You can't play senior year because men have taken over. That would be really funny. Liberals doing liberal things. Suffering for it. It's pretty funny.
the person who should be paying that student for violating their rights is this woman. But unfortunately, that's not the way our system works. As always, tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section. Tell me if you feel sorry for this woman and her daughter. If you believe that they were railroaded. I think, unfortunately, this was a mini tyrant, and just like all mini tyrants, she got to go. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'm gonna see you next time.
You know what? They have enough money now that they can sweep this under the rug and get away with it. That's the worst part about it. They probably have enough money that she or the daughter could just change her last name or whatever and get away with it. Super easy. That's the problem with rich people. They get away with too many crimes. That's why they do the most horrendous things. And get away with it with zero punishment.
There's been a lot of wild, terrible,
I don't like
old trap.
He complains about things that don't really matter too much. And he says it really slow. He just, I understand he's trying to say everything right, but not really. Shaming shoplifters? That'll never work. Crime is legal in Democrat leftist control governments.
In his most recent controversial TikTok video, Moreno is telling his followers to avoid living on the streets in the United States. They can, quote, invade empty homes and live there, saying under U.S. law, if the house is uninhabited, it can be seized, referring to squatting rights in our country.
A few moments later.
Where'd he get the child from? Did he steal it?
So let's talk
Just
about
like he
how
steals.
this man, who I'm dubbing the Migrant King, went from flexing thousands of dollars on TikTok calling Americans stupid, now he's being deported back to Venezuela.
Went from Venezuela? Jeez.
So the man you see on screen is Leonel Moreno. He is a Venezuelan migrant. Now, Moreno entered the United States on April 23, 2022, claiming he needed asylum from the country of Venezuela. Now, Moreno was not deported back to Venezuela, but allowed to stay in the United States, and he was placed into the Alternative to Detention program. Now, this program allowed Moreno to walk free into the country, but promised that in 60 days he would report to the Enforcement and Removal Operations Office. So, shockingly, Moreno didn't report to the Enforcement and Removal Operations Office. He just bounced. Now, because Moreno failed to report, he became an illegal immigrant. So, Moreno, not being here legally, needing to make some money, started making TikTok videos. Now, his videos specifically were about how to game the system as an illegal immigrant, how to find housing, how to make some money, how to do everything he had done to get to the United States and stay here illegally. Now,
The only thing he got in trouble for was for telling the truth. Democrats and far leftists, they are well known to be liars and they lie all the time. They pretend that illegal immigrants are here for them because they're refugees, there's people trying to kill them. No, everybody knows the truth. They're exploiting, they're leeching the system, and they're making the lives of Americans worse. They're taking tax dollars away from Americans, and so there's like a crazy high percentage of homeless people that are not getting the help they need because all the money that should be going to Americans or to veterans is going straight to these illegal immigrants that are exploiting it to take monies away from needy Americans. I'm just telling the truth, and if you tell the truth, you get punished, especially if you're an illegal immigrant.
Moreno's videos started going mega viral, earning him tens of thousands of dollars in TikTok money. Here's an example of a couple of his TikTok videos.
A Venezuelan migrant bragged about living off of U.S. taxpayer money.
Confieso que a mí no me gusta trabajar por criminales y recibo de los taxes.
And he probably never paid any taxes too. It's just disgusting. And that's more proof of why you shouldn't allow illegal immigrants. You shouldn't even allow. You should punish the corporations that employ these guys, because they're the ones that are bribing politicians to have more illegal, because they get more cheap labor, slave labor. It's disgusting.
Leonel Moreno uploaded multiple TikToks encouraging more of his fellow Latinos to come to the U.S.
Y es totalmente falso que las fronteras están cerradas. Las fronteras están abiertas. Capichi, para todas esas personas, muchachos.
Now, Moreno didn't even use his platform to help other migrants. For instance, this 15-year-old who went into Times Square and shot at police. Moreno said, hey, we need to get together and get him bailed out.
Prosecutors charge a 15-year-old as an adult. Investigators say he opened fire inside a Times Square sporting goods store. Chaos ensued.
Wow, these military-age young men coming to America. What do you think they're up to? What do you think they're doing? Fleeing the war? No. They're exploiting a system.
One bullet hit a tourist in the leg. Police say the teenager also fired at officers.
The Venezuelan migrant urged his followers to protest to free the Times Square shooter.
Necesitamos pagar la fianza. Pichi, que hoy cometió un error inocentemente, porque es un niño de tan solo 15 años.
Now, incredibly, this guy stayed under the radar for all that time until he started telling migrants to invade people's homes.
In his most recent controversial TikTok video, Moreno is telling his followers to avoid living on the streets in the United States. They can, quote, invade empty homes and live there, saying under U.S. law, if the house is uninhabited, it can be seized, referring to squatting rights in our country. That video garnered almost 4 million views. In past videos, the illegal migrant bragged that he came to the United States to vacation and now lives off U.S. taxpayers because he had a child in this country. He also tells his followers that he waits for Americans' hard-earned pension checks to come in every month.
Now, to add insult to injury, Moreno started making TikTok videos where he started flexing all the cash that he was making from the, quote, American slaves and the TikTok phenomenon.
Es que yo facture más que ustedes sin necesidad de andar como esclavo. Capichi, esa es la diferencia tuya y mía. Que yo siempre voy a hacer dinero sin mucho trabajo.
Then even after that, Moreno started flexing his Second Amendment rights because he was in the U.S. Now, here is where things fell apart. See, Moreno isn't a citizen, and unfortunately for him, he doesn't have Second Amendment rights. See, remember how earlier I told you how when Moreno came to the country, he gave him 60 days to check in, and he didn't check in, so now essentially he was illegally here and on the run. Now, for those of you who love the Second Amendment, you know that there are two groups of people who cannot own firearms, which possess firearms in the United States. Those are illegal immigrants and felons. And on top of that, Moreno was on parole because he never checked in with ICE, so they were after him. Now, the United States has what's known as the Gun Control Act, which prohibits people on parole, like Moreno, from possessing, shipping, transporting, or even receiving firearms or ammunition. So all these pictures of Moreno possessing firearms and ammunition didn't go down real well with the Feds. So then the Feds said, hey, we have enough. We are going to deport Moreno back to his home country of Venezuela. Then Moreno, knowing the Feds were looking for him, went on TikTok to plead his case, to beg for mercy.
Necesito protección. Me está persiguiendo.
He's faking it. Clearly a scumbag. Abusing children. That's child abuse, bro. Jeez. If anybody falls for him, they should be put on the list for being too gullible to do anything important. got another one. Jeez.
He recibido muchas amenazas de gente poderosa, muchacho.
Pause this real quick. Nope, can't see it. I actually turned off my other TV. I was playing in a tiny window, so I cannot see what things I have. It's so blurry. Oops. Oh, there we go. That's me turning the other TV on. It took a while to switch over. I still can't see what items I have. I guess I have the crown or something. There we go. Alright, so what do I think? Oh, it's pretty much already upgraded. Okay. What should I get? Wait, what if I get this twice? Huh? I mean, some of this stuff is crazy. Vicious Hunter? Look. Let's see. I think I'll get Unholy Vespers. It does allow a protective layer. Nice circle. Is it zoomed in? Why is it so big? The circle is so huge, the whole screen. Holy moly. Any more stuff? Yeah, there's one more chest over here. I can't see it. There's another chest there. Hurry up. I need to get back to watching TV. What do I got here? We got, Halt's XP game. Turns an exploding projectiles. All treasures contain at least 3 items. Makes it harder. Character explodes some damage. Looks like protected weapon explosions when I mean, that's kinda good. I suppose. I'll get that one. That way the treasure just stops dropping. I really can't see what's going on. It's too bright. It's so bright. I literally can't see the ground. Pretty sure it's here. There it is. Oh gosh. I died. No way. $82,000. I need to get 100,000. For a split second, I can see it. The only way I know there's a monster there is I see the numbers. That is the only way I can tell there's a monster there. Alright. Woo! 83,000 kills. It's so blinding. It's so blinding. Crazy. Watch TV. Watch TV. Potato. He's baking. I feel sorry for the baby. Gosh, the scumbag father sucks. You have to grow up with this. He'll always haunt you for the rest of your life. Your father was such a scumbag. He's the ultimate scumbag.
So Moreno went on the run, but the feds eventually caught up to him in Ohio. Now, while in the U.S., Moreno got married and had a child. And his wife is crying tears because Moreno is now going back to Venezuela. Now, Moreno's wife, Veronica Cook, started crying outside of the facility. When asked by the Post how she felt about everything, she says we don't know where they took him and I can't see him. I can't give you any more information because I don't know much. Now, his wife Veronica can be seen in some of the viral TikTok videos with Moreno. So the man deemed the migrant king, who mocked Americans for helping him get out of horrible situation in Venezuela, has now been arrested by ICE and is on his way back to Venezuela. And because he broke U.S. law, probably will not be allowed back in the country for another 10 years. Do you think this is the right outcome for this migrant? Or you are bleeding heart because he should have another chance? Especially with him making tens of thousands of dollars, getting free tax.
They can live in wherever country. They have enough money to
You
survive.
are the slave for paying your taxes and helping him and his family out. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Let me know.
Anybody that helps now is a slave. They're willing. They're not slaves. They're willing suckers.
My name is Nathan Lawyer, and I will.
No sympathy here. I would permaban. What? Bam. Me too. Tell the wife to move to Peru. We don't want him here. I'm in danger in the United States. Perhaps you could seek asylum somewhere. I am Hispanic. No sympathy here. He made a mock of the system that tried to help him. Even though we don't need help, he called us idiots and made other immigrants legitimate asylum case. Basically ruins it for the rest of us. Thank you for exposing the truth. This is why people shouldn't be able to enter illegally. Well, it's the government, the corrupt government that wants illegals to be bribed by companies that want to employ slave labor. Send his wife a kid package to you. They need to send his wife a As a Latino, this pisses me off. The entitlement and disrespect are unbearable. I'm sure there are migrants that truly require actual asylum. With trash like this, there's no way to tell who is actually. How do I ban this person? He should be banned for life, not 10 years. 0 sympathy. 1 down. 9 million to go. Adding insult to injury. What a horrible person. So Latino here, he should absolutely be banned for life. Wielding the bait of the shield is disgusting. That's how it goes. Not only should he be prepared for his life and strategy, so he can work and support him back home. Yeah, but he's such a scumbag, he's probably gonna leave his wife as soon as he has any responsibility, he'll ditch his wife. Because the wife is so dumb, she doesn't even know she's being used. Not the rat, he needs to have migrant privilege is Russia could trade for 9 months. Alright. I'm at 89,000. What? There's nobody else being killed? It's still stuck at 89,013. Oh, they turn into plants. That's why. Slowly killing the plants. Oh. Do I have to turn the TV on now? Look at that red numbers. Alright, let's look for something new. Let's watch. Anything new to watch? I've seen everything on YouTube, there's nothing else to watch. Nothing but boring stuff. Wish I could watch Netflix, but I can't. She has watched it.
Kotaku, I found your wife. She's deeming families now to harass them. Kotaku, one of your writers, is currently harassing me and now deeming my wife on Facebook. This is unacceptable behavior and way out of balance. Reprehensible. We stand by this type of behavior. Yeah, I think this is way outside of the scope of like what a journalist does. Like this is like IRL boxing and like getting involved in like people's real life. I would not be surprised if something like this caused her to lose her job. Kotaku doesn't fire anyone. They only want people to work like that there. I don't think that's true. I actually think that Kotaku is trying to push these people out. Because didn't Kotaku recently go through like a leadership shakeup? I think that they're probably like, hey guys, I'm tired of us, this company being a laughing stock that nobody takes seriously. Everybody thinks it's just like a fucking activism magazine. That's why they wanted them all the right guys. Like if you go to Google Trends, like you just look right here, it's worse now than it's ever been. Like it's actually never been worse than it is right now. Like people like this give progressivism a bad name because what they do is they think that it's okay for them to do a bad thing if they're doing it to a bad person. Isn't that basically Batman? Yeah, but Batman's not real. And it's fake. Messaging his wife on Facebook? This is not Batman. This is batshit crazy. Let's be honest.
$90,000. Waiting Everything is old now. I clicked on recently uploaded and it's like 3 days. 2 days ago. Everything is boring. Fine, let's watch Clownfish. They're okay. Didn't want to see more Star Wars stuff.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Star Wars. We're going to talk about fans noping out from Star Wars, people that have been fans of Star Wars for a long time, people who have spent a good deal of time, money, resources, talent, cosplaying, and they're done. They're done, and they're getting pushback for just saying, hey, I'm not into Disney Star Wars anymore, for a variety of reasons. This thread I thought was pretty interesting. This is a cosplayer, I guess, Adrienne Curry, who has almost 300,000 followers, and she put a post up yesterday. It was making the rounds, saying that she's been done with Star Wars since 2017, and
a lot of people are.
A lot of people are, and she had other people comment that were also cosplayers, saying they left 501 first and they're done.
Well, interestingly enough, on the earnings call today, we mentioned a couple times, they didn't mention Star Wars. Like, that was one thing you think they'd bring up because they have a Mandalorian movie coming, but at least they have the Acolyte. Like, they're mentioning Deadpool 3 and they're mentioning movies for next year. You think they'd mention, on the Star Wars front, we have the Acolyte coming, Skeleton Crew coming. They said nothing about Star Wars. Like, they didn't even want to be asked about it. They deliberately avoided it. They just stepped right over it. Like, it was, holy crap,
Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how far Star Wars has fallen on Disney's watch, and they've lost a lot of longtime fans.
It was so easy to get right.
It was very easy to get right. And, I'm going to be honest, like, even my feelings, we were talking about before we started recording, my feelings toward the original trilogy have changed. Like, I've cooled off. It's not me being a man baby or anything, but, like, I have...
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. I don't know if anybody understands that, but I'm so over Star Wars now. I have accepted it. I've accepted that Star Wars is no longer for me. It is for girls, because the Force is now female. Back in 1990, it was good for me, because it was for guys and boys that are interested in Star stuff and fighting. But it's no longer about that. It's about girl power, about strong, independent women, and it's just plastered all over the show. And it's also a little bit for children. It says for children and girls too. So, I just hate this show. Well, I don't hate it. It's just boring to me because it's not a thing that I care about. You're complaining about nonsensical things that don't make sense. I don't care about it. And so I just don't want to even talk about it because it's just lame. It's like me talking about dolls and Barbie houses. I just don't care at all. I mean, when was the last time you heard a guy going crazy over baby dolls and giving them baby formula and changing their diapers. No guy into that stuff. Well, there is at least a guy. There exists a guy, but you'll never find him. They're so rare. It's like a unicorn. They exist. You just have to try really hard to find them.
Fond memories of going to see Return of the Jedi when I was a kid and playing with my figures in the dirt with the neighbors and stuff like that. But like, I don't think I've watched the original trilogy since The Last Jedi came out.
I'm the opposite. I still like the original trilogy. I still like the books. I still like those things. I don't like the new stuff from Disney. And again, you like it. That's cool. You're allowed to like it. Like if somebody's out there liking it, but they're not harassing those who don't, they're just enjoying it on their own. You're allowed to like it. The problem becomes when people are being harassed over liking it or not.
My biggest problem, and the reason why it's a big deal, and I think it's for everybody, is because at the very beginning, if they said that this is for girls, if they said that at the very beginning, they're making Star Wars for girls, nobody would complain, because there's no bait and switch. That's the problem. People feel like they've been lied to, they've been scammed, they've been bait and switched, like they paid for something and they didn't get what they paid for. That is the number problem. At the very beginning, they started this with, this is a Star Wars for girls. If you want to see Star Wars, because you're a super fan, but just remember, this is primarily a Star Wars. So like, when I watch a show that's like a romance, I expect it to be romance, and I'm not going to complain because it's all about romance. If I watch a show that's a comedy, and I'm not going to complain because I expected more action. No. So, like, there's expectations. If you don't get what you expect, obviously people are going to be angry. That's the problem here, is that they expected Star Wars, and they got Barbie Dreamland. That's the problem. And because of that, that's why, that's the only reason why. And, you know, now if they actually came out with a Star Wars that was actually good, that guys would like, nobody's going to care about it because they lost faith in the franchise. There's a reason why Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3, Rambo 4, Rambo 5 is popular. There's a reason why Jason 1, Jason 2, Jason 3, Jason 4, Jason 5, Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, there's a reason why all 8 parts of those sold out and really popular. It's because they gave the audience what they wanted. They gave the fans what they wanted, which is more of the same thing. And the moment they change it, then you lose all the fans that you have gained, because they expected the same thing. They expected something similar to what they loved. 96,000
is when least that way. But it's not for me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like what this has done to Star Wars. I don't think people in general like it, which is why it's falling, off a cliff.
So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys.
If a girl doesn't like Star Wars now, that's because it's a bad show. It's not because any I mean, if a guy doesn't like it, it's probably because it's made. That's fine.
Woo-hoo. Not many woohoos from the Star Wars fandom these days. I mean, it feels very muted. I know May the 4th came and went, and nobody really seemed to care.
I forgot about that movie about
back in the days, they used to sell it every single time.
Kids showed up to like they went down to the Disney park for lightsabers and stuff.
Yeah.
Hardly any kids were there. It was all adults.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. Like, Star Wars is not resonating with kids. They failed. And, you know, it's weird. We were talking about on the Pirates of Princess podcast, we were talking about the Phantom Menace box office. And it actually did fairly well, but that was the last time I can remember kids actually being excited about Star Wars was when the prequels came out, the Clone Wars came out. Because as soon as Disney Star Wars came out, after, oh boy, BB-8's really cute, and then that was it. You don't hear about kids being like super into Kylo Ren. Yeah, I'm sure there are, but not like when we were kids, where like every kid was dressed as Darth Vader.
If that was the case, the toys would be sold.
Right.
And you know what? It's funny. I do like the Angel Tree at Christmas and stuff. I do part of like charities, and they have lists, and they never ask for Star Wars.
No. That is really interesting. Yeah, because even when Squid King was little, Clone Wars was popular, prequels were popular, the Galactic Heroes were popular. Lego Star Wars was huge. The games were huge. We used to play them all the time when he was little. But yeah, kids today don't care. They tried doing something with it with that like Young Jedi cartoon or something, and that stuff's already on clearance. It's just not sticking. Yeah, it's gonna be at Ollie's just like every other Star Wars anything. So let's talk about this post. She's a cosplayer. She says, "Spent my entire life loving Star Wars.
Same.
Thought Rogue One was solid.
Same.
I have never had anything more."
Oh, we're back, and we have broke 100K. We're at 104,000 kills. I think that's good enough. I think it's just gonna quit. I'm not gonna read more. Whew. Look at that. Achievement. Level 80 English. Evolve Phaser. Evolve Mirage Robe. And defeat 100,000 enemies. That's crazy. Gorgeous Moon is the #1 killer there. Look at that. Highest damage by there's nothing close. Nothing is close. And that is why I always go for Gorgeous Moon. Not only does it do the highest DPS, but it always loots for you. It's the easiest, laziest mode you can get. Before we go, that video is not even close to halfway, so I'm not going to watch the rest of that. Before we move on, I'm going to update the bestiary. I probably didn't get anything. 160 still, yep. Collection, 165, yay. We're still missing that question mark next to the egg. Don't know what it is. 185, ooh, we got 4. Secret still 15, 17. We should have unlocked the character. Where's it at? There it is, McCoy. And a new mania. Whoa, 290,000? 51 out of 63. Dang. That's way too expensive. 290,000? How can you afford this? Alright. That's all for this episode. We're at 1 hour and a half. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.